Okay, let's talk about this transformation. There is nothing that I love more than a dramatic transformation, and boom, this is one of my favorite ever. I love this wig. I love this eye. Let's get into it. Okay, so the wig is from Eniola Hair. This is a 22-inch 13 by 6 lace closure, and the quality of this unit, the lace, the hair, everything is impeccable. Chef's kiss. Okay, so when it comes to the install, I am starting with some wig clips. Put those in place. I'm using those as an anchor. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to put the bald cap on over, and then I'm going to take some straight pins and make sure that the bald cap doesn't slip. So I'm using those wig clips as an anchor for the bald cap. A lot of people glue the bald caps on. I like to keep glue to a minimum. Okay, this wig does have adjustable straps on the inside. Get it nice and snug, put it on. Do you see what I mean when I said impeccable? Just perfection. Get those combs in place so now everything is nice and secure. Okay, so now I'm going to clip the hair back because I want it all out of the way of the front. I don't want it to get caught in the glue. Take some round tip scissors. Round tips are safer for the lace and for your skin. And first start with the ear flaps. So we're going to cut around the ear. So you need to leave enough lace along your forehead to be able to attach the lace to your forehead, but you want to trim so that your ears are free because, you know, a natural hairline, hair falls behind the ear. So that's what I'm doing here. Trim a little bit more. So now it fits perfectly under my ear and I have that little flap of lace left in the front. So then I'm going to trim the lace in the front. So I'm leaving, I'm sorry, I should have shot this better. You can't really see, but you will in a second. I'm leaving a teeny tiny bit, like 1/4 of an inch around the front so that I have something to glue to my skin, basically. Okay, so trim that all the way around. Now you're gonna pull the lace out of the way, and I'm using Got To Be Glued hairspray as my adhesive, not as strong as glue because I don't like really strong glue. I think it's bad for your skin, I think it's bad for your hair. So dry it completely, then I'm gonna apply a second layer, dry that completely. I'm drying it on cool air, okay? Then you take your wig, you position it in place, and you hold it down, and you just get it to stick. Do that all the way around, and again, the ear flaps are the hardest part, so make sure you pay special attention there. Okay, then I'm gonna spray some Got To Be Glued spray on a Q-tip, and I'm gonna go and reinforce those areas because you just want to get it on the lace, you don't want to get it on the hair. Then dry again on cool. When it's completely dry, you put your wig melting band. If your adhesive is not completely dry and you put this band on top of it, when you take the band off, you're going to pull all the glue up. It's going to undo all your work, so please make sure it's dry. Okay, just cut some layers in the front just to give it a little bit of shape, and now I'm going in with some mousse. Okay, I'm going to not soak it but saturate it with this mousse and comb it all the way through. This is like a volumizing and hold trick. Then blow dry that, and then when I curl my hair or however you style it, it's going to give you more volume. It's going to hold it because that mousse is in there even though it's dry. So little volume hack. Okay, let's move on to makeup. So I start by sketching out my brows with a brow pencil. Then I go in with a new L'Oreal Faux Brow Pen. It's a brow pen that gives you like little brush strokes. Really, really great for recreating missing hairlines if, like me, you were plucked at some point in your life. And now I'm going in with the concealer to clean it up. And I put that all over my lid. I also use that as my eyeshadow base. I put on lashes first. It's unusual. Most people put them on last. I like to see the shape of my eye while I'm doing my eyeshadow, get those lashes on, and then go with the eyeshadow. So I'm doing in the corner this chocolate brown, and then I'm going in with this blue in the center. I'm gonna blend that. And then I'm going in with a slightly different shade of blue. It's a little sparkly in the corner, and just blend that. And then a little bit of brown liner just to tie everything together. Clean that up with a makeup wipe. Now I'm going with my color correcting concealer. This is my Bobbi Brown color correcting concealer. I live by this. I use it every single day. I don't care if I'm going to the gym or the corner store, it's getting used. A little bit of L'Oreal True Match foundation. Now I'm going to contour this nose with a black opal foundation stick. I love a nose contour. What can I say? So I'm going to snatch that bridge, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a button nose underneath. So I'm almost doing like a circle, little arch on the tip of my nose. All right, this is a blush stick. We're in a heavy, heavy blush moment right now. I mean, it's the blush era, so don't be shy. I'm gonna blend that in, and then going in with my concealer just on the inner corners, because I'm gonna do like a light pink, a very pink setting powder on those outer corners, because a little tiny bit of highlighter on the tip and the bridge, and then a little bit of that transition shade and highlighter underneath. All right, now it's time for lips. Lip pencil, lipstick, a little bit of gloss. Okay, it's almost the moment of truth. We're gonna take this band off and see how that melt looks. Is it giving scalp? Oh, it is most definitely giving scalp. I'm clapping for my damn self, but I'm also clapping for this wig, the hair, the lace, the construction. This was a team effort for sure. Look how beautiful that turned out. I'm gagging. And the makeup, I love a blue eye. The girls said I should name this unit Summer, and I agree. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Summer Blonde Shell. That's what we're calling her. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments.